right. Hey guys, how is everybody today? So a couple of weeks ago, I did a poll in my stories and I asked you all who wanted to hear my testimony and my results from taking the Lifelong Vitality Pack. So I'm just hopping on live to do that with you guys. I shared it with my community probably about a month ago. And so I wanted to share it here openly with everyone else. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what the Lifelong Vitality Pack is, and then I'm going to tell you guys what it's done for me and a little bit about my story and really how these vitamins just changed my perception of what essential oils could even do, because the vitamins were the first way that I took doTERRA oils internally. So they're pretty phenomenal. If you don't know about them, you need to. So I am gonna get to telling you guys. Feel free to say hi as you jump on. So nice to see so many of you on here. So the Lifelong Vitality Pack. doTERRA is an essential oil company, but one of their top selling products is actually their vitamins. And the reason for that is that they have a whole team of scientists and medical professionals that help to develop these vitamins. And I'm going to tell you guys why they are so good. So we know that vitamins are not well regulated, just like oils, and there's a lot of variation in what you get. So what happens is a lot of people sell what they call a mega vitamin. So it's one of those big multivitamins that you'll see, at Costco and Target and all of those places. And you think, great, I'm taking a vitamin, I'm doing something great for my body, it's gonna make me feel good. And what happens is that you actually pee most of it out. And the reason for that is that a lot of those vitamins are synthetic, so your body actually can't absorb all of it. Another thing is that they often put too much in those vitamins. So you're actually getting too much of, different vitamins that when your body gets too much, it just doesn't use it. It just doesn't use any of it. It kind of just shuts it down. And another thing is that they are so compact in there that your body just can't break them down. So really, it's kind of a bummer because it's kind of like with certain vitamins, you're throwing your money away. So when you're buying vitamins, you really want to look for things that are bioavailable, that are made from whole food sources, and that are not super jam-packed into one little pill, because that's hard to do when they are bioavailable, when they are going to be easily absorbed in your system. So I'm going to tell you about the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and then I'm going to tell you about my story. So the Lifelong Vitality Pack comes in three packs of different pills, and I'll tell you about each one. I actually take it in this box because they're single serving little packets, and it's just easier. It takes a while to fill up the vitamin thing if you don't take it like this, so it's easier for me. So I know, having little packets, you're like, that's a lot of waste, but actually when you take all of this, and it's not as much plastic as the bottles. So you're really actually not producing more waste, but they do make it easier. So this is half of a dose of the Lifelong Vitality Pack supplements. So what you have in these is your omegas. So it's all of your marine and plant-based omegas. So all of those omegas that you need, those fatty acids for your brain and things like that. It also has 9 different essential oils in it. Very small percentages, but just enough to really help support your body. So you have oils like frankincense and clove, which is one of the highest antioxidants out there. So you're getting some really power-packed essential oils in these vitamins. And then you also have your microplex, which is your food nutrient complex. So it's all food-based. So if you look at the ingredients in the microplex, you can see what it comes from. So like broccoli, sprout, cabbage, parsley, dandelion. It comes and all kinds of stuff. And basically what that is it's all of your vitamins, your A, B, C, all of those vitamins that you need, but they are bioavailable. So they're not synthetic at all. So they're not made in a lab. They're taken from actual whole food plant sources. So things like that, so that your body recognizes it and breaks it down. And so this is the Lifelong Vitality Pack that I'm talking about, the supplements from doTERRA. And then you also have, the third thing that you have is your Alpha CRS. And so what that is, it's a cellular blend. And again, it's all bioavailable. It's all easily absorbed in your body. But you have things like pomegranate and green tea extract and turmeric and grapeseed and sesame seed and pine bark. All kinds of things that not only help protect your cells, but they're also going to help with your mitochondrial energy. And so what you'll notice when you take these is an increase in energy. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that too. But the reason why there are so many pills, because this is half a dose, so the full dose is 12 pills. So you can take them all at once. I take them all at lunchtime because it's easier for me to remember. Or some people will take half in the morning, half at lunch, or half at night. These give me energy, so I prefer not to take them around bedtime. I prefer to have my clarity in the afternoon. But the reason why there's so many pills is because this was the smallest they could pack it in so that your body could digest and absorb it. So like I was saying with those like more mega vitamins, they pack them in so tightly, all of the vitamins and everything, that your body just can't break them down. And so you're not getting everything out of them that you need. So what they did when they created this vitamin is they looked at an average American diet. We know that we're not getting everything that we need from what we eat, right? If you look at fruits and vegetables, they put them out all year long, but they're not necessarily in season all year long, right? And to get enough fruit and vegetable servings, you literally have to sit in the produce aisles like all day long because it's very difficult to get the serving amounts that you need. So they looked at an average diet and they made these based on an average diet so that you're not getting too little of what you need and you're not getting too much, because your body really needs to stay in that optimal range to benefit. Because if you don't get enough, you know, your body's just needing more, right? And if you get too much, like I said, your body stops using it and then it doesn't do anything with it. So you really want to stay in that optimal range. And so that's what these supplements do. So I want to tell you guys a little story about my journey with these, because I think that it's important to know what a real person experienced, right? So it's probably been at least, I want to say 13 years. About 13 years ago, longer than that, probably about at least 15 years ago, I started having really bad digestive symptoms. Food just would go right through me. It was embarrassing. It was hard because if you went on road trips and things like that, I never knew what was going to make my stomach act up. And that's hard. I mean, it's hard to know that you need a bathroom around at all times, if I'm being completely transparent and honest. So it was a hard thing to deal with. And it was uncomfortable. It was painful. It was a very common condition, diagnosable, and it sucked. It really, really sucked. And I went to a gastroenterologist and I had tests run and I had a certain condition that really, was hard to live with. They prescribed me a bunch of anti-inflammatory pills that I was supposed to take with every meal. And to be honest, I didn't want to take them. I didn't want to have to take 3 pills every time I needed to eat something that I knew were synthetic, that I knew weren't great for my liver. And so I was kind of non-compliant because I didn't want to take them. I wanted to find something else that worked. So I tried a few things. I did the food diary. I tried to figure out what would make my stomach act up. I identified a couple of trigger foods, but not very many. It was very, very random what would cause my stomach to, be pretty mad. I went to a naturopathic doctor. Absolutely loved her. She had me change my whole diet, getting rid of gluten, dairy, cutting down on sugar, all of those things. And it didn't help. And I know that it helps some people, but for me, it just didn't give me what I needed. She started me on a probiotic, and that helped somewhat. She had me on a lot of different supplements and homeopathic remedies and all kinds of stuff. But it was still there, and it was still annoying, and it was still painful. So about 6 months after I had my first daughter, I was already using oils, mostly topically, things like that, experimenting with them, and just learning. Someone suggested trying the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and I thought, what do I have to lose? I had actually spent way more money taking all of the things that my naturopathic doctor was prescribing. So this was a huge cost savings, and it was actually less pills than what I had been taking. And I hadn't been taking anything for a while because I had stopped a lot of it when I had my daughter, and it wasn't working. So why would I continue to pay for it, right? Because it was hundreds of dollars a month to do all of the things that she had me doing. So I started the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and I started noticing a couple months later that I wasn't in pain after meals. I was not having to rush to the bathroom. I was not embarrassed. I was keeping things in my stomach, and I was feeling better. And it was the only thing that I had changed. And so about 6 months into it, I went back to my doctor for a routine checkup and routine tests. I had to get another colonoscopy done. Those are super fun, by the way, if you've never done one. Oh, they're so awful. So I went back and I told him, I said, I've been feeling better. I've been taking these supplements, and they're really making a difference. And he told me that there was no evidence that supplements could help with my condition. They just don't work. Okay, that's your opinion, but I'm feeling better. So he ran all the tests, and they were all clear. I had no evidence of any digestive disorder that had been there years prior, and he really couldn't explain it, why it was gone. And that was that was 5 years ago now, and it hasn't come back. And the only thing that I changed was taking my Lifelong Vitality Pack. So I will tell you that this is one item I will never go without. If they said, okay, I know you love your oils, but you can only have one product for the rest of your life, it would be these. And you guys know how much I love my oils, especially Copaiba. You guys know because I talk about it all the time. But these vitamins, they have changed my health in so many ways. So not only that, that was like a huge, huge thing that happened for me, and was just so good for my body and how it helped my body do what it needed to do, right? So that's the number one reason why I'll continue to take these, because my digestive system is so different. I'm not having the stomach pain that I was. I'm not uncomfortable. I'm not having to, every meal think is this going to make my stomach upset, or am I going to be okay? Because it really was so random. It really didn't matter what I ate. So that's the number one reason why I take them. But let me tell you about all the other benefits that I personally notice. There are so many testimonies out there with this Lifelong Vitality Pack that will blow your mind. So many people having amazing results taking these, because you're really giving your body what it needs. Plus, all of those essential oils in them are helping your body in so many ways. So I'm just going to tell you guys about my personal experience, though. So not only the digestive stuff that it really helped me get a handle on, but here's some other things that I notice. I have way more energy. If I don't take them, I can tell right away. I'm like, man, today really sucked. I felt more angry. I feel unmotivated. I just don't feel like myself. And I know that I didn't take my vitamins. That just, the light bulb goes off, because way less brain fog. especially in the afternoon, because that's when I take them. Way more energy. I'm able to keep up with my kids a lot more. I am way more productive when I take my vitamins because I'm focused and I'm motivated and I feel better. Another huge thing that I notice personally with these vitamins are mood support. I have been really vulnerable and honest with you guys, here on Instagram for a long time that I'm a marriage and family therapist, so I'm very open about mental illness and how it manifests and what it looks like, and I know that we all struggle with it to a certain degree. So I have had horrible postpartum depression with both my girls, and I've had depression even prior to that since I was a teenager, and I've also suffered with bouts of anxiety. And what I can tell you is taking these vitamins it was night and day how much it would help my mood if I forgot to take it, just how different I felt. And so they really do help support and balance your mood. And it's just amazing the difference that it's made for me. Other things, I sleep better. I don't know what it is, but when I hit 30, my sleep went way downhill. And I've always been the type of person that needs a lot of sleep. So having a baby that doesn't sleep really is not good for me. It really, really is difficult for me. It kind of turns me into a crazy person. But I sleep better. I fall asleep faster and I'm not, up thinking, and I get better sleep. Like I just sleep harder. And the reason why I know that the vitamins have helped with this over the years is there's definitely been days where I've forgotten to take them, right? We all have days where we get busy. Maybe I was out all day. I forgot to take them with me. And that's when I notice. So a lot of times people will say, I think they're helping me, but I'm not sure. And I can honestly say, don't take them for 2 days and you'll see how much they're helping you, because you have gotten used to the changes. You know what I mean? You've gotten used to like, oh, this is how I feel now. But then when you don't take them, you'll notice like, oh my gosh, I did not sleep well last night. I had way more aches and pains. I don't suffer from, other debilitating things, but you do get aches and pains. I carry a 2-year-old around. She's almost 2. Most of the day, she's on me because, we're very connected and she likes to be held. And that does a number on your back after a while, especially when you're trying to pick up toys and do other things. So I have less aches and pains when I take them as well. And so I would say that you probably need to give it a good month because your body's going to balance out a little bit. So your body's going to get used to having the nutrients that it needs, and it's also going to help get rid of some of the crap that might be hanging around in your body. So they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're somebody who's skeptical and you just want to see what they do for you, just order them. Give it the 30 days. Take them regularly. I take them with food. They do have a tummy tamer blend in them with ginger and things like that. But I take them with food because when I don't take them with food, it doesn't sit as right in my stomach. So I always recommend taking them with food. Trying them for the full 30 days. And then if they're not for you, the guarantee is that if you don't feel, more energy and less pain and things like that, return them and they'll give you all of your money back. You can return the empty box. You can return the empty bottles. They're very rarely returned. Very, very rarely, because people see amazing results. So I honestly feel like there's not a lot that they don't help with, because we all know that our bodies need regular and good nutrition. And like I said, I'm not a perfect eater. I do my best sometimes, but I like pizza. I'm not super clean like everybody or some people are. None of us really are, 100% can do well, just because even if we eat all the right things, like based on where that plant was grown and the soil and all of that, it might not even have the nutrients in it that we need. So we might be eating all of the right things, but we're still not getting enough. So really, I think that these can help with almost anything, because you're giving your body that proper nutrition. You're giving your body things to support on a cellular level that support your brain, that support your ligaments, that support your blood, it really hits everything in your body that you need support with. So whenever I have somebody come to me and they have something chronic that they are dealing with, it's my number one recommendation, at least just to try it, because I have heard testimony after testimony after testimony across the board of different things that people have been dealing with and how different they feel when they take these vitamins. So I really just wanted to share with you guys my experience with them, because like I said, they've changed everything for me. I've been taking them now I've been taking them for a long time. It's been 5 years now that I've been taking them. 5 years. And I wouldn't miss it. I really wouldn't. They just make such a big difference for me. I also take doTERRA's probiotic. I really like their probiotic. It's really good quality, and I can feel how it works for my digestive system and everything. So those are my must-haves every day for me personally. And I just want you guys to know what someone has dealt with and how they helped, because if it can help one person out there, that's truly what I'm going for. So I don't want anybody to have to deal with the kind of stuff that some of us do, and there's an answer right here to at least try. If it's not for you, it's not for you, but at least you can try, and you can see how it works for you and what you think of it. The probiotic is called PB Assist, and that is a probiotic, and I take that every single day. The other thing I can tell you about these vitamins, because I forgot to mention this part, is immune support. I think I've shared this before, but I can almost always trace every single time that I've caught something, whether it's just a minor cold or, something bigger, I can trace it back to forgetting to take these for a day or two. So this cold and flu season, I promised myself I was not going to forget these, because I was going to experiment. If I don't forget them for cold and flu season, will I get bronchitis? Will I get the flu? Will I get things that I've dealt with in the past? And it's almost April. I have not gotten the flu. I have not gotten bronchitis. I have not gotten anything where I needed to go to a doctor. So yeah, they're pretty amazing. And I use oils in conjunction, but I can tell you that using these as a foundation are going to make your oils work even better, because when you're healthier and your body is functioning the way that it should, the oils are going to be even more impactful and be able to work with your body even better, because your body's in a better place. So if you haven't tried them, I really encourage you to go out and try them. Lifelong Vitality Pack. If you're not a member and you want to get started, we do have kits that include these, or you can always just get started with the vitamins. They give you an excellent deal on the vitamins, and when you buy the vitamins, they actually give you an excellent deal on other supplements at more than half cost. So they really spoil us in that way with those discounts. So if you want more information on getting these and you're not a member, just go ahead and shoot me a message. I'd love to tell you more. I can give you more information so you can read about them a little bit more and decide for yourself if they're right for you. If you try them out, please message me and tell me what you think. Tell me what you noticed. I love to be able to share with other people how these are impacting everyone else's lives, because I'm only one person and I'm sure you guys want to hear from more people. But I can tell you, I love hearing all of the testimonies about the Lifelong Vitality Pack, because they're just amazing. And I love that there's something out here that is really an answer to a lot of people's prayers about things that are going on in their body that they haven't quite found the right thing for yet. And for me, this was the right thing. And this made all the difference in tons of different categories. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that helped somebody out there that might have been dealing with the same thing that I was. Feel free to message me if you have questions about it. And I hope you guys have a great day.